Hi guys, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to G League today. It will be our first game of the best of 3 IG versus Tong Fu. My name is Winter and I'll be joined here today by Mr. Larry David, LD Dota. Hi man, how you doing?
Hey, can you hear me?
I think I can't hear you. Yep, hold on while he sorts out his mic. LD has some mic issues, so we'll bouncing into the draft. Before that, Tong Fu has already banned out the Visage and the Nature's Prophet. IG has, on the other hand, banned out the Alchemist. They have one more ban to go here. I'll be quite surprised to see if anyone will still be using the Slug, maybe. Oh, IG is gonna be the ones that take out the Slug. In the games yesterday between Tong Fu and DT Club and the Vici gaming game against DK, everyone was picking Slug as well. Slug has been introduced into the latest CM mode from yesterday onwards after the patch. So the difference between Slug and the patch before was his ultimate. You can't really use any detection to scout him out anymore. Once he pops his ultimate, you can't see him. Basically, he's invulnerable throughout the fight. He still takes damage from AoE spells, but there's no way to detect him in the fight. So what will Tong Fu pick up here as their first hero? There's still Elder Titan. And hold on. Need to. Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah, hold on. I think I need to. Okay, hold on. Keep talking. I'm toning you up.
Alright, so good to be back. It's episode 5, Zhou's Revenge. Winter. He has yet to win a series against his old team. He tied one match at WPC Ace, and he's lost 3 two best of 3s and 1 best of 5. Lifetime since TI3, Zhou is 2-8 versus his old team. IG has had Tong Fu's number. They made a roster change, they added Kabu, but I would still put my rares on IG based on the history.
You're still really. The connection is okay, but I think it's your mic maybe. I'm not very sure.
What's the matter with it?
It's like sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's soft. Hold on.
Are you sure it's not auto-adjusting?
I'm checking now. Give me a minute.
Hello?
Hello.
Is it any better?
Yeah, sounds better now.
Okay, it's good?
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't mess up later on.
Okay. So hopefully we're good. Let us know if there's any audio issues in the chat, guys. But it's Zhou's Revenge. I always love this matchup. I always root for Zhou because I feel bad for him. He endured a lot of abuse from Chuan. Then his teammates kicked him to the curb. After all that, he did not perform well at TI3. I can't blame them for removing him, but I still think he has his moments. And, well, you look at this Tong Fu lineup, Winter, they have potential, but they have failed to deliver.
And they recently had a roster change as well, swapping in Kabul for XCT. XCT hasn't been performing too well before that as well.
Now, to be fair, Kabu is a journeyman player who has never been like a dominant offlaner. He had that moment of brilliance for Rattlesnake, but it was really only like 2 or 3 weeks where he was really playing well, and it was pretty much exclusively on Clockwork. When he didn't get it, he was underwhelmed. So, well, with that being said, the draft is well underway. We didn't get to talk about it because you were busy fixing my audio issues. Sorry about that, guys, but hopefully they're resolved now. But Slark, once again, banned in the first stage. So Slark has really become like a go-to ban or first pick for a lot of the Chinese teams.
I feel like that the teams are just having to ban this hero out because there's no time practicing against this hero since it's only introduced into CM yesterday, and teams are just going to take no chances. Just either you pick the hero right away or you ban it.
Yeah, it's very strong right now, and teams are not... The types of heroes that are really good at dealing with Slark are heroes that have huge burst damage or instant silences. Like, and even then, the silences are only good if you get them off before he Dark Pack. So, just a tough hero to deal with. You would have to invest so much to kill him, and I think he's probably... I would say he's as hard to kill as even like a Clockwork in the offlane, if not harder. One of the hardest offlaners in the game to kill, so normally he gets a lot out of it.
There's only one silence that will screw him over forever. Doom.
Yeah, Doom. So yeah, but Doom has not been. He had his little moment, and then teams just stopped picking him.
I think he's still situationally viable now. Like how Speed Gaming abuses the Frost Armor with the Doom and the Lich. That could be something that teams will take note of after Speed ran it really successfully against DK.
Yeah, I don't know though. Lich is not a very impressive hero.
You're not a big fan of stacking armors, no?
No, I think that's very strong. I just don't think Lich is that good. I mean, I thought he was going to be amazing with the change to denies, but he just doesn't offer you any. You can't create any pressure with him. Sure, you win one lane, but he doesn't gank that well. He doesn't lock anyone down particularly well. He's very situational support pick at best.
I feel like at the start of the introduction of Lich with the new Dark Ritual, everybody has been picking him up so much because as a support he gets to level 6 so quickly. But as time goes by, people are saying that Lich is overrated and he just fizzled out. Sometimes only you see the Lich, sometimes you don't. Like in specific situations, you want to destroy a certain player's hero or a certain player's laning phase. For example, maybe against an OD, you can't deal with him 1 versus 1. You just use the Lich King to really help suppress the OD at the start of the lane. So maybe that's only few situations where you pick the Lich, as he's really weak against lineup like that has Chen, and they push your tower so early that the Lich can't do anything against that.
Yeah, he's really weak against any pushing lineup, pretty much, and most teams favor some sort of push. And we see this game, Dragon Knight's a great pusher, Luna's a great pusher, Chen's a great pusher. IG not going very heavy into push, though. They go back for a gyrocopter, and this, honestly, Winter, this kind of looks like a 6.78 draft to me. This is, in fact, very standard for 6.78. So IG picking pretty traditional here.
Shadow Demon is even more traditional. Shadow Demon and Luna.
Yeah, interesting pick. He doesn't really counter anyone on IG. He's not that good against Gyrocopter. In fact, he's pretty awful. Like, Gyro's one of the carries SD does the worst against. So I guess it's for the Luna. You can just create a bunch of illusions and just push really hard.
It's good for defensive disruption against the Clockwork. I guess that's about it.
True. But not if you get caught. If you get caught by him, you're still pretty sad.
Yeah, the draft seems like they're going back in time, going back towards the 6.78 era. But the playstyle, I feel, is the most important thing. You can have the same batch of heroes, but the way you play the game has to be different, has to be more aggressive now.
Yeah, absolutely. And actually a Templar Assassin ban from Tong Fu. Now this I find very interesting because even though you wouldn't think it, Dragon Knight actually does quite well against TA. Once he gets level 6, you could just remove Refraction with Poison Breath. So I don't actually think TA is that good against Dragon Knight.
I feel the main point of taking out the TA is because IG has Clockwork. The Clockwork will most likely be the offlane, so they need somebody in the solo mid position that can deal damage. They already took out the OD, they took out the TA as well. The next few that comes to my mind is the Shadow Fiend or the Queen of Pain. But
yeah,
TA and OD are the ones that has the most damage, I feel. Shadow Fiend, you can argue to a certain extent, he has a lot of spell damage, but he's very easy to deal with, easy to counter by ganking him early on.
Yeah, I mean, there's things like Weaver that's okay, but he doesn't really dominate the lane, and he's pretty squishy as well. So, I agree. I mean, they'll go Storm. Okay. That's a pretty good damage dealer for the middle lane, and he actually does very well against Dragon.
The Storm Spirit is also another hero similar to Shadow Fiend. Easy to gank, easy to catch out, no escape ability. So we'll look to see whether Tongfu goes for something like a hero that can roam early.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe a Lina to roam around with the Shadow Demon since there's no more Lashrock. Teams have still preferred to go for Lashrock because he has that tower breaking potential early on, and Lina is just, he kills your hero and that's it. Nothing to help push down the towers.
Okay, we'll go Lina. So we're gonna see. Oh, is your Dota? Oh, I think my Dota's dying. Okay, it's better now. It's just very laggy, but very strong dual roam if they want to. But can Tong Fu get away with it, I guess, is the question. IG could also dual roam with the Chen Rubik, but these heroes need the levels a bit more than Shadow Demon Lina. So, interesting draft. We could see both teams getting very aggressive in the laning.
Yeah, so guys, welcome to the first game of Tongfu vs IG Best of 3 series. My name is Winter and I'll be joined here by Mr. Larry David, LD. I'll start from the Radiant side. We have Tongfu, Joe, the captain on the Luna, Kabu playing the offlane, Elder Titan, Mu will be on the solo mid position as his Dragon Knight, only has one set of tangles here. ZSMJ will be playing the Lina, Sunshine will be on the support Shadow Demon.
And on the side of IG, we've got the team that gave Zhou the boot. Hal on the gyrocopter, Faith, the Rubik, and the captain. The drafter for the squad with Banana going to be playing the Chen. We will have 430 on the solo mid Storm, and that leaves YYF as the off lane Clockwork. And Tongfu, they're going aggressive into the enemy jungle at level 1. Do you think they actually want to go aggressive tri-lane here? And put pressure on the Chen in the jungle?
Maybe they could. Maybe they are thinking about it. Like, sometimes when you move as a 5 unit into the enemy jungle at the start of the game before the creep spawn, if you get a pick off right away, you can immediately change your decision if you were supposedly going to lane in the defensive side of the map, but because of the first blood pick off, you're able to have the advantage and you can decide that you want to go aggressive tri-lane after the first blood.
So they didn't get a first blood. Obviously, this is still a very strong tri-lane. Disruption into Lightstrike Array, into Lucent Beam, and they all hit very hard. 3 range tiers with Lunar Blessing, 2 of them 600 plus range. Lina, I think, is 650. Yeah, 650. So obviously, this is a very strong offensive tri-lane. But Luna's not the best hero to leave alone. If you leave the Luna alone, she can easily die. It looks like IG wants to dodge. They're going to send Banana and Faith into the enemy jungle, but this will be scouted by Elder Titan with a very fortuitous illusion.
Yeah, same goes for the gyrocopter, LD. You were saying that the Luna is not someone you want to leave alone. The gyrocopter is the same thing. You can't leave the gyrocopter alone. So after sensing that the IG supports are in their jungle, they're going to send their own supports over to try and deal with the situation here. Kabu is going to be around the trees, going to scout out Fate here.
Oh, they're going to find Banana too. They know he's aggressive jungle, and now he's on the run. He's very much trapped here. He's in a lot of trouble. I think this is first blood. Where's he going to go?
I think
he's cornered.
He can get out.
He can try and run this way.
Because of the slow. I don't think they can... Or maybe they block him there? Oh, he's stuck? No, he's gonna
dead.
Yeah, he's dead now.
They just need one more light strike array. Just the right click, actually.
The slow from the tornado not gonna save him there. First blood goes to the Shadow Demon. He has enough gold to get boots now. That would be the pace of the ganks even better, because they're gonna go smoke up. With the Shadow Demon having boots at this point of the game, ganks would be so much more easier. Fifth is gonna just run back towards his side of the map. They can't really do too much now since the Chen already went down.
Hey Winter, are you dropping any frames in XSplit out of curiosity?
Oh yeah, I am. I just
okay. Maybe try lowering your bitrate or change your ingest server. I think you might need to restart the show.
Okay.
It seems like a lot of people are having lag. Sorry guys, we're gonna try and fix the lag issues for you, but we should be right back.
Hold on, LD, I'll try to fix something.
Okay. I would say either change your server or lower your bitrate a bit.
Okay, I'll try to change the server. LD, you still there?
Yeah.
I'm gonna... You just take care of the game a bit. I'm gonna check if there's any more drops.
Okay, so up in the top side of the map, we see Tong Fu transition back into the aggressive tri-lane. And we have Sangsheng, ZSMJ, and Zhou all here. Pretty strong tri-lane, and IG are smoked up. They actually want to make a go. If they get a lift into a stomp, that hero should be dead, especially if it's the Shadow Demon. Sangsheng cannot get caught, and it looks like he won't. The smoke actually gets revealed on Banana, and Faith still wants to go in. I don't think Tongfu saw it, though, because they don't have a ward in the jungle. But how are we doing in terms of lag here?
I think it should be fine now. It's no more frames drops, but I'll check a little bit longer to make sure everything's alright. So far, they got one return kill. 1-1 now, and the lanes will be swapped up into Elder Titan versus Clockwork down in the safe lane. Tongfu are going to smoke up both their supports, going to find another kill in middle lane now. Ferrari is playing really defensively here. It's going to go back towards his tier 2.
Yeah, it's very risky when you do this SD Lina. Like, even if you get a kill, if you take too long to do it, it's not always worth it. And he's trying to reveal the smoke. I think he's going to do it.
No.
Oh, does he just want to woods? This is interesting, because if he's worried about getting ganked, it's still not that safe in the woods, but they're going to get revealed anyway from the high ground here.
Yeah, but they don't really see them until they approach in the lane. Okay, now they do see them.
And Al already has boots. He eats a Lucid Beam. Looks like the Perfect World servers might be lagging a bit. This is really good for Mu, though, in the mid lane. He's already level 5. 430 is even in levels, but if you leave Dragonite 1v1, Storm will definitely win this matchup. So, at least until you get level 6. And so I think this is still going pretty well for Mu mid. And they, at the same time, though, IG got the solo kill on Kabu bottom. So, overall, I think it's very even, but I might give a slight lead here to IG.
Mu has a haste rune as well. He's gonna go in trying to take away some of 430's hit points. When the Storm Spirit is low, once Mu reaches level 6, there's always a chance of him being able to pick off the Storm as well. And he has another rune in his bottle, a regeneration rune. Clockwork meanwhile is gonna get another solo kill on the Elder Titan.
Yeah, level 4 battery assault, 1v1 against a melee hero. It is a very tough matchup. Pretty much any melee hero that doesn't have a blink skill, like can't. You know, you remember when Darkseer was really popular? Clockwork was the first hero that was beating him 1v1 as a solo, pretty much. Him and Luna, she got pulled a lot. But, yeah, this is... Elder Titan's been seeing quite a few nerfs, and he's paying the price.
Yeah, Tongfu is here again with another smoke. They're gonna try and catch out Hao here. Boots on the Shadow Demon, trying to go behind him. They're gonna search for the gyrocopter here. Once he shows his face out, maybe the Shadow Demon just comes from behind and disrupts him.
This is very dangerous. Already level 7 on the Clockwork, and if he decides to TP gank anywhere, he can easily wipe the tri-lane, and the smoke's gonna run out. Yeah, this is, I mean, as I think a lot of people have started to realize, it's very risky to run these dual roam strats. Sure, they got the first blood, but they're really falling behind. Faith is the same level, but already Banana, just free farming in the woods, and they're stealing a lot of experience from this Luna.
This is the problem of when your roaming duel doesn't get a lot done, and you sacrifice a lot of time and level for that. And the enemy has a Chen jungling, you're going to always have a bad trade over that. The Chen got the first blooded, but now his levels is already catch up so much to the supports of Tongfu.
And if they leave him alone, he'll pull ahead. And he does get his boots now. Everyone waiting for the 6-minute rune, and they'll all be very disappointed because it's bottom. It's up 430, he's going to be happy. So, I mean, to me this is favoring IG a lot. How do you feel? Do you think it's favoring IG a lot, or is it still pretty close?
I think it's favoring IG a lot, mainly because of the Clockwork. And the supports wasted so many moments roaming around the map and not accomplishing anything. The Chen was able to catch up. So if you consider the supports even, right now both are almost the same, and it comes down to the solo lanes. YYF destroyed the Elder Titan at bottom lane, so the advantage I would say will be in IG's hands now. DK and Storm almost broke even in CS, so I wouldn't say whoever has a significant advantage over there.
By the way, are you lagging? It looks okay for me, actually.
No, I'm fine. It's very smooth for me now on the Perfect World server.
No, I mean XSplit. Is your XSplit dropping frames?
No, it shows 0%.
Okay, guys. If you are having lag issues, I don't think it's winter because I'm watching the stream right now and it's fine for me. But click the wrench because maybe Twitch is having problems in your region. I know they've been having some random issues for like people who are in Europe are lagging and people in the US are not, or vice versa. So anyway, there's always the Join Dota stream. If ours is too laggy for you, you could definitely check that out, or Star Ladder. But as long as things aren't lagging on your end, Winter, I guess it must be Twitch. So, well,
yeah.
Tong Fu, they just abandoned the off lane. They tried to go mid and push for a bit, and now they've swapped the Elder Titan to the top side of the map.
Yeah, because he can't really do anything at bottom anymore against the Clockwork, so why not just give the farm to the Luna and send down supports there to help him deal with the Clockwork, instead of just having the Luna at top and the Clockwork has just free reign at bottom. He actually made a rotation towards top but didn't really accomplish much because Tongfu realized the Clockwork missing. Everybody has been playing really safe.
Yeah, this is a very tough game for Tong Fu. I feel like a lot of it just comes down to the Shadow Demon. If Sangsheng is able not to get caught, then he can keep the Luna alive, but she's not going to BKB anytime soon. And she's sitting at 40 CS, but
yeah,
until you get it, if you don't have a disruption ready, Luna just melts to Clockwork. So they're trying to go on that right now, bottom lane.
Yeah, it's going to die, for sure.
Hook shots available. There you go. Easy kill.
Yeah, I can't even cast his Eclipse because of the battery assault. There's no way he's gonna get it casted, and Ferrari actually noticed there's a double damage rune at bottom. He checked the rune, but he felt that he didn't need it, so he went for the kill before picking up the rune. He's gonna go for the rune right now. IG moving on smoke with their supports to gain more advantage here. Maybe try to go behind Kabu here, kill him and get the tower as well.
And yeah, this is Luna just needs BKB versus Clockwork, as we saw bottom lane. It's just such a tough matchup without it, and looks like IG is gonna find a kill here.
Yeah, Kabu is surrounded here, there's no escape. Lift, going to the lift, Rocket Barrage, call down even. The Dragon Knight TP's down, gets a stun on Hao. Elder Titan ultimate hits as well. They still have Eclipse here. Chen is gonna get chased down, Light Strike Array not gonna connect on Banana here. Mu is gonna use his Dragon Tail on him, right click him to death. So that's 3 heroes down, the Rubik, the Gyro and the Chen.
No, Rubik actually lived. He was able to TP out.
Okay.
Yeah, and TP to the tier 1, didn't even go back to base, which I think he might have just been better off going to base because he's very low on mana. He will be able to stop any push if there was one. There is no.
But good news for him is there's one wave of creep going to the tower, so he's gonna be able to soak up this experience here. And meanwhile, Storm Spirit has a double damage rune. Going to walk back to base, maybe, and then TP out to try and see if he can get anything done. No, he's just gonna get a Robe of Magi, rotate towards bottom lane, try to have the clockwork. Yeah, try to get the clockwork in, get another kill now.
You know, it's interesting. There was a period where a lot of players were favoring the Bloodstone rush, and Bloodstone is still pretty much the exact same item, but it seems nowadays everyone prefers the Orchid first.
If you get the Orchid first, you are much more a threat to the enemy. I feel if you want to control the game, Bloodstone is like a farming item. Storm's gonna zip in, not gonna find Kabu. Kabu's gonna hide in the trees. TP support from the Dragon Knight. This is very good for IG not to commit and force Tongfu to TP in one hero.
Yeah, that's completely true. Bloodstone is it's a good, like, I don't know. You can snowball with Bloodstone pretty hard, but only if you're able to just find heroes out of position. And teams nowadays are very good at moving together, TPing together. And so for Storm to find pickoffs, especially against Shadow Demon, is very difficult without Orchid. Once he gets Orchid, though, Shadow Demon will be food, Lina will be food. Even Elder Titan is not likely to rush BKB, as we see IG putting some pressure on the top lane. So I think that's pretty big. Just being able to instantly kill Shadow Demon can win IG a fight.
I talked to Yamate before about this. I asked him about the Bloodstone on Storm Spirit. He says he will never build a Bloodstone on Storm Spirit unless he's the lineup of their team has only one carry, because when he goes solo mid as Storm, once he gets his levels and a little bit of items, he wants to go around the map to kill. So Bloodstone is not an item to help you kill, it's a farming item. He will always favor getting the Orchid because the solo killing potential with the Orchid is a lot stronger if you compare it to a Hex as well.
Yeah, the main downside is you pretty much have to go back to your base after every kill, or you run around waiting for your mana to fill, which does take a while.
Yeah.
Whereas with Bloodstone, you can like always have mana once you get a few charges.
Yeah, the downside is you have a lot of hard time trying to kill heroes with Bloodstone. That's the only problem. And you want to be aggressive in the current patch. Bloodstone is a very defensive item, apart from Timbersaw, because Timbersaw needs the... Actually, getting the Bloodstone on Timbersaw makes the Timbersaw in
better at fighting.
Yeah,
it's better fighting item for him.
Yeah, true.
Because he always has mana for an extra Timber Chain, an extra Chakram. Oh, here we go, middle lane.
Invis Rune.
It's because the Timbersaw spells have like no cooldown, whereas Storm, short, you know, Remnant doesn't have much cooldown, but he really needs the Electric Vortex to be able to get killed.
So
in most cases.
So they're gonna try to force the tower here on Tongfu's side with the Dragon Knight's ultimate. It's already in deny range. They're not actually going to try and deny it. They're gonna just back off. The Elder Titan Spirit giving their vision for... Oh, Ferrari's gonna spot out Kabu, gonna Vortex Kabu in. Banana is there. Test of Faith and a wave.
Kabu, what are you doing? He should have retreated with this team.
Yeah, he was in a wrong position. He should have just, like you mentioned, followed his team back instead of going out alone. There's a Storm Spirit and a Clockwork. You can't afford to do that.
I mean, this was actually the exact problem Kabu had on Tong Fu back at TI2, was he would just make moves like that where he'd run off on his own, get picked off, and you can't afford to do that against IG. They have a great snowball lineup. Storm Spirit, Clockwork, these heroes just prey on here. If you're ever out of position, they will punish.
Yeah, that's the problem with him in his plays, like you mentioned before. He was actually making plays at the same time, but he was also getting picked off a lot. That's why he was always rotated to play support sometimes, and on the offlane, he wasn't like generally their stable offlane player. I guess that was his biggest issue.
Well, IG, they're really starting to group up and force the fights now. Do they have their mech? I think they should. Buckler, Banana, anything on the courier? Oh, yeah, okay, he's got mech. He just needs to build it. 430 has Oblivion Staff 1 up. No Orchid yet. BKB coming pretty soon on Hal. And Tongfu, without BKB on Luna and Dragon Knight, I just don't feel they can take the fights, because IG with Gyrocop do too much damage.
Yeah, Faith is gonna TP up. He stole the Spirit before, tried to slow down the push. Tongfu here getting drive back by the Spirit alone. And IG manages to take their tier 1 at bottom. So all in all, a big win for IG.
Tongfu's not trading well. They're just giving up towers. They're getting nothing in return. And IG is just a few items away from really forcing the fights. I mean, once they get mech, BKB on Gyro, and Orchid on Storm, Tongfu are in a lot of trouble. Joe, 1,000 gold, nothing else towards his BKB, so he's a bit behind. Dragon Knight Actually, Moose going Shadow Blade, which I kind of like, because I think they need the initiation, but they're going to turn gank bottom right.
Yeah, I think the Shadow Blade is really important for them to control the pace of the fight. Here comes the Storm, zips in, Vortex, call down onto Joe as well. Joe is just going to fall. The backup, it wouldn't even matter, wouldn't even reach on time because the Luna TP'd there beforehand. So the second TP would have been really, really slow from the Shadow Demon.
And I mean, it's, you know, I think it just goes back to what we were talking about. The Shadow Demon is the key to this game for Tongfu. Because they had a bad start, Luna doesn't have BKB, which means the only way to protect Luna is if Shadow Demon's there, but he can't be everywhere, and Sangsheng just not able to predict IG's movements well enough.
Yeah, IG's just gonna sit back right now and try to get the BKB up on Hao before trying to take any major fights. So they don't really have to take any race since they're in the driving seat right now. The Storm Spirit has his Orchid already. 1,600 gold. What does he have in the career? Nothing yet. He's still a little bit short, but he's gonna get there in the next 2 to 3 minutes.
What do you? Well, I'm gonna ask you, Winter, although I think I already know your answer. But what do you think of YYF's item? He's not going for Media Aghanims, not going for Force Staff. He is going for Hood of Defiance.
You know what? This is just a very Chinese thing. Get pipe, get mecha on your team, and all your heroes become tanky. Sometimes if he doesn't get a good start, he usually goes for a Blacking Bar on Clockwork, or if he thinks that Blacking Bar is not very helpful, he gets a Force Staff. But if you look at the Western Clockworks in this type of situation, maybe they would have built into a Orchid, I feel, so that he can solo kill very easily. Like Bone 7 likes to build Orchid on Clockwork.
Yeah, I really like that build, but I haven't seen him play Clockwork in a long time, actually. Did he play it in G League?
I don't recall, but he played it a lot before. He likes to go Blade Mail, and yeah, I think there was one game he played Clockwork. He got a Blade Mail as his starting item, and he will always get Face Boots on Clockwork, not Power Treads.
Yeah, it's the better like snowball build, if you're able to snowball. And if you get a 1v1 matchup, I really like the Face Boots.
Not only
I don't think
that,
they're that good against the trap.
I tried to play games with Clockwork with Face Boot and Power Treads. Like for me, the main difference I feel personally, I don't know about other players, is the ability to get to certain positions quicker with the face, so you're able to get a better position for the hookshot. That is what I feel the most valuable for Clockwork with the Face Boots.
Yeah, it's that, and it's also once you use Battery Assault, you can just pop Face Boots and right-click them, and nobody can run for that pretty much.
I actually think that if you're talking about a situation where you caught the enemy inside with your Battery Assault against the guy, Power Trades actually gives you more attack speed, so you hit
right.
You are able to damage him more compared to the
Earth Splitter.
Yeah, Earth Splitter gonna come in here from Elder Titan, gonna connect on 3
Stolen.
heroes. Rubik gonna steal the Earth Splitter. Earth Splitter gonna
Hit
drop back.
5.
YYF's gonna go down first. Ferrari's gonna go in, zips in, pulls Joe. Is Joe gonna go down here? BKB on top, BKB on the Gyrocopter going to run in. Joe gets disrupted, but still gonna die in the end. They're gonna keep chasing, keep chasing. Moo's gonna use his Shadow Blade, any detection.
They have
There's
a
a gem.
on Banana.
They
So that was
saw
a
him.
5-man Earth Splitter, or 4-man Earth Splitter, I think. I don't think it hit 5, but Faith did way more with that than the Elder Titan on Tongfu did.
Yeah, Elder
Kabu
Titan.
not having a good game.
Kabu hit it on 3, but the situation where it hit 3 wasn't able for his teammates to capitalize on anything. But the one that the Rubik threw out was so big.
So, yeah, this is what we were talking about. IG, get the Orchid, get the BKB, get the mech, and there's just nothing Tongfu can do. They still are nowhere near BKB on Joe. And Dragon Knight, although he has I mean, I think that's what they need to do, is just use the Shadow Blade, find pickoffs, because they are not going to take team fights.
Yeah, and the Luna still has a long way to go before his BKB. Without the BKB, he needs the Shadow Demon to sit behind him all the time when he doesn't see the storm on the map. When he tries to farm. That's about it. The Shadow Demon has to be a private, personal bodyguard now.
Oh, hookshot.
Not gonna hit here. Sansheng, is he gonna slow YYF to try to turn things around? Their teammates are pretty far away though. I don't think they can try and take advantage of the situation. Storm
He's
is
way
coming in.
too tanky with the HUD.
Yeah, Storm is gonna find a double damage rune at top. This rune, very, very powerful on Storm's way. I would say this rune is even more...
This is the best rune on
I
Storm,
think this is
unless
the
you're
best
out of
rune.
mana.
It's
unless you're out of mana and you need
more
regen.
beneficial than the regeneration rune if you are full mana and you want to take a combat. I think double
Yeah,
damage does
I agree.
more.
You can easily rack up a triple kill with the double damage on Storm. Regen, I mean, maybe you kill one hero and then you get your mana back if they don't even right-click you once, but most teams will have Rune Vision and at least try and deny your regen rune.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think DD is the best rune on Storm.
Yeah, I totally agree on that. And look at the Shadow Demon. He's just basically the nanny now of the Luna. There's nowhere he can go. And with the Shadow Demon having to constantly support the Luna, what is the Lina gonna do to try and kill? They are having a tough time trying to be aggressive.
Oh
Storm's
boy.
gonna zip in here. Okay, some on Joe. Shadow
Too
Demon
late.
gonna disrupt the Storm Speed. Rocket Flare. Joe's gonna fall to that. Oh, Ferrari's gonna get stunned. Light Strike away. Laguna Blade. AG's gonna pop. Earth Splitter coming up for the Rubik here. Not gonna connect to anything. Oh, hook shot catches the Shadow Demon. Hao's gonna come in with it with his BKB. Gonna destroy everything. Ferrari still zipping. Left, right, up, down. Gonna get the team right there from that. That's basically it. That's GG.
Wow. That was, I mean, that's how hard it is for Kabu. Like, he was trying to protect the Luna, hiding in the trees, but what could he do? The Luna tries to run. It was only like 800 units away, and that was the fight. They all got baited in a horrible position. That's the power of Aegis on Storm. I think Storm's the best hero in the game for Aegis, better than any other hero.
Let me see. Can I think of any other hero that's good? Yeah, Storm is the best.
There's others that are very good, like Anti-Mage is quite good, a lot of carries are good. There's a lot of awful heroes for Aegis, like Faceless Void is pretty awful. Gyro's not that good, since usually you'll use your flat cannon once in the fight, you won't get to use it twice.
Here comes Ferrari zipping in on Joe, and Joe's gonna fall, it seems. No disruption to save him because the Orchid was dropped on the Shadow Demon. That's really good play by the Storm Spirit. This game is actually already over. It's really hard for Tongfu anymore to come back here. It's really... Even if IG makes a few mistakes, they can still win the game.
Yeah, I completely agree. I really like to see... I'm happy to see all this Storm play in China. You know, Super's probably been the most impressive Storm, but 430's obviously having a great game here, and he's certainly capable of the explosive games. So Storm is one of the favorite solo mids in China right now, actually, I would say.
Yeah, and he's a hero that relies a lot on the player's decision making and mechanical skills to play really well. You can't just understand the hero but not have that good reaction, those reflexes to play that hero well. Storm is just, you get caught out easily, you die. But if you are able to catch enemy and zip around on the fight, you're really hard to get focused down. He's gonna run into the DK here with the Shadow Blade. DK is gonna engage on the Storm Spirit, stun here, Soul Catcher, Purge as well, gonna zip out.
I wasn't even.
That wasn't even close to dying. He wasn't even close to dying. That was a level 1 Soul Catcher, that's why. Well. Eagle Song.
I don't know what Tong.
Yeah, Eagle Song pick up on Gyro, and you were saying you don't know what Tongfu can do anymore? They can't even kill the Storm.
He's gonna vote, yeah. I mean, granted, they didn't have Lina there if they have Lina. Or Elder. Joe's gonna have Butterfly by the time Luna has maybe. Good GG at that.
Oh no, Skype is messing me up again. I can't really hear you anymore.
Okay.
Need to recall again.
I think your problem is you need to turn, like, adjust your headphone setting. Because people are saying I'm too loud on stream.
Oh, okay.
Faith just like gonna play to the creep.
Hold on.
People are saying I'm too loud on stream, so I turn my mic down, but then you say you can't hear me. Oh, we'll have action mid.
Yeah, Ferrari gonna get caught out here. No Aegis anymore for him. It's gonna die. YF actually hit a hook shot on something else, not on the heroes here behind that. YF gonna run in here for getting 4 staff out, but it seems he's gonna die. Die to the Laguna Might. Call down here gonna hit on 4 heroes, but Hao's gonna get stunned up by the DK gonna go down.
They're throwing. That was 3 core heroes dead for nothing.
Wow.
Gonna be 4 dead, I think.
Faith is dead as well.
So if he dies, yep, that's a 4 hero wipe, basically. Banana's still jungling during this, by the way.
He's like, guys.
Might get caught. Okay.
Guys, I need to get my coffee. Please end the game. That was just nerf for no reason. They were just messing around. They still can win the game though. Like.
Yeah, I think they got this one bag.
Do I need to turn you down some more? I'm actually you sound really weird to me.
What do you mean really weird?
It's like sometimes I can hear you, sometimes I can't.
I think we just need to use Mumble, buddy. Did you install it yesterday?
Yeah, I did. But you haven't told me how to set it up.
I told you to, but you didn't follow my instructions.
What?
You ignored me.
I didn't
I
ignore
sent you
you.
instructions. Check your Skype log. Alright, we'll try and set it up after.
Okay. Sorry guys. I'll try to use Mumble the next game.
So yeah, IG threw a little bit there. They gave up like 2.5. They're up by 20k now. It's 17.5k. It shouldn't. They should be able to.
Yeah, they should just be able to end the game. I don't know. After throwing away everything the last time out, now they need to farm a lot more, and then probably just need to wait for the next Aegis. They can't really go again. The Aegis is gonna get respawn in the next 2 to 3 minutes, so they're probably just gonna wait for that. If they try and lose and get team wiped again, it could get really hard for them. Could.
Yeah, it could. If they lose a big fight again, then suddenly Luna has probably like Yasha, or at least the makings of the next item. Dragon Knight will have his BKB. It was actually pretty close to it. And what are they going to steal here? It was Spirit. Not really that good without them.
Still a very useful scouting spell.
Yeah, it is. Well, not as useful as it used to be.
True, because of the vision nerf.
IGR.
Rocket Flare. Gonna scout out them, yeah. I just gonna go push this tower right now.
So interesting for YYF, he did not complete the fight. He actually went back for the Aghanim. I feel like if you're gonna buy a hood, you might as well complete it, but here we go.
Yeah, Dragon Tail starts off how dies immediately to that. Luna casts his ulti, dealing a lot of damage. That clock was gonna go down as well. Ferrari here, Ferrari's gonna drop as well. Are they really throwing the game? Oh
That's
boy.
3 cores dead again.
Three
Where was
cores
the
dead
Hand of
again.
God? Where was the mech?
Where was the mech? Where was the hand of God? I don't know.
Maybe Hand of God just cooled down, but he also had Force Staff, didn't use it in that fight. Faith did manage to steal Eclipse though. So he stole Eclipse, level 2 Eclipse. He will have it for what, 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, look at the XP graph. That's what they did the last 2 to 3 minutes.
They're still like maintaining their lead even after that fight. But I mean, the problem is Tong Fu is going to get BKB now. Zhou's got the Yasha. I think no, just TPs. Okay, so he's not very farmed. I guess that's the one issue. Zhou is still very.
Didn't he get a Yasha or something? I think he spent some gold. He didn't get anything.
No, he had like 300 gold. Now he's.
Well, he's very poor. Look at his net worth. He's poorer than
below the Chen.
Below the Chen.
Clockwork. That's really bad.
Wow.
And I mean, that fight, the only reason they win that fight is because for some reason there's no Hand of God mech or Force Staff to save Hao, and he didn't get off his BKB. If he got off his BKB, they would have easily won.
He got initiated with the Dragon Tail and the Elder Titan ultimate and everything else followed up, and he just died instantly. And Ferrari zipped in, tried to help him, but got bursted down by the Lina and finished off with the Laguna Blade. So they just... I don't know about the Hand of God though and the mech. The Chen didn't do anything to save his teammates. And you know what? The last fight, he was the only one farming at the side, like when his team was throwing. So maybe he's like, screw you guys, I'm not gonna help you guys. He got mad.
Yeah. Bananas trolling a bit. But I don't think they want to troll here. This is an important match for IG. If they win this, they're 3-0 and they're guaranteed first place in the group. Here we go. They want to contest the Roshan, but I think it's very dangerous to fight.
Oh, YYF gonna get Dragon Tail up here. BKB casted by Mu. Eclipse gonna get returned there by the Rubik there. Gonna take out 2 heroes, the Shadow Demon and Lina, the first 2 casualties of the war. Kabu's gonna go down as well, 3-0 so far now for IG. DK is gonna drop a stun on YYF. Rubik steals the stun. Cleans up the Dragon Knight. So it's gonna be a counter throw? Maybe not.
Yeah, well, do you think I guess my question is, do you think Tong Fu had to contest that? Because I kind of think they had to contest it. Even as bad as it was like an awful fight, but I don't think they could afford to give away Aegis. Because IG will just get split.
If Storm has Aegis, they'll just push and win the next fight. As long as IG doesn't mess up with the initiation, they're not going to lose a fight. So the Aegis was the last straw there from Tong Fu.
The last... I thought you said straw for a second. The last throw. Okay. So, Tong Fu, their struggles versus IG continue. They are now 2-9 of 11 games played since the International 3, since their new roster. And I gotta say, Winter, I'm gonna pick on Kabu this game because I thought Kabu played particularly poorly, giving up multiple solo kills to the Clockwork. It is a hard matchup, but he died a lot, just getting picked off, not retreating with his team. I think Kabu's got to step his game up if Tong Fu's gonna have any chance.
Yeah, like you said, the matchup... I don't think the matchup is that bad though. Like, it's not as bad as a Nyx Assassin versus a Slug. I think Elder Titan can still do well against the Clockwork. It all depends on how he plays it out. I don't think he loses the lane there, but obviously Clockwork would have the advantage with the Battery Assault max, but you can still farm with your Elder Titan. I don't think you should die so much. You just need to be safe and always make sure that you have more creeps than the Clockwork so he can't box you out with the Cogs and Battery Assault. With that, you're always going to be safe around the creeps, and I don't think the Clockwork should be able to kill you before he gets his ultimate.
Yeah, you should always be near the creeps basically. And Elder Titan definitely outpushes Clockwork unless he maxes Rocket. This Clockwork went better or something.
Yes.
I agree. I don't think the matchup's nearly that bad. Not like Slark Nyx. Well, YYF, he carried this game. IG make it. Game 1 in the best.
Yeah. Guys, we'll be right back. I'll try to sort out the mumble thing and hopefully the next game will be better. See you.